All right, welcome everybody to the bootcamp training, Forex bootcamp training this weekend, this Saturday. Again, I do these trainings every Saturday at 12 o'clock. Started a little late today, but it's okay. If you missed a live event, you can always watch the recording. If you're watching the recording, just comment below and said you caught the recording. I would appreciate that. That way, you get a gauge of how many people has actually watched my training on Saturdays. Again, I do these trainings every Saturday, absolutely no cost, giving back to future traders, those who are looking to become profitable in the market and are looking for strategy, concepts, and techniques. Because without a successful strategy, without a successful trading plan, it's really hard to profit in the market. So this is what I do. I just love to train, I love to teach, and I love to share. So today we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, as you know, is climbing higher, and everybody's excited about Bitcoin. But the great thing about Bitcoin is this: you can make money when it goes up, you can make money when it goes down. Okay. Now, when it goes up, it's like a bull, also called buys. When it goes down, it's a bear. Okay. Which are called sells. Okay. So we're going to analyze the chart today to see what we could say about Bitcoin for next week, to see if we can catch any type of uptrend or downtrend or any type of profit in the market, to see if we could take advantage of the movement, because a lot of people are predicting that Bitcoin is going to go higher and higher and higher. So we're going to analyze the chart to see how we can break it down and see if we can make any predictions. All right, so let's take a look at the chart. Right now, you're looking at Bitcoin, which is the symbol BTC USD. So Bitcoin versus the US dollar. All right, so we're taking a look at this chart that's on TradingView. And again, TradingView is a free platform that you can actually, you know, chart up your chart, so to speak. Take a look at the charts to see if you could make a prediction. All right, so we're gonna start from like you guys already know I do a top-down analysis. We're gonna start with the monthly to see what is going on with Bitcoin. As you guys can see, there's been a huge uptrend. Okay, but now there's a little retrace or pullback, we like to say in the industry, where the market is actually pulling back and picking up those that are, at the end of the pullback, to see if it can get some momentum, because the sellers right now are in charge. Um, but there's a little bit of consolidation as well. So we can take a look at that as well and see where it's going. But if you look at this chart, you'll notice that right now, if we were to chart this out, we want to put support and resistance levels and supply and demand levels, right? So let's put a line at the top for resistance at the top of the wick right there. Okay, and then we're gonna make it black, make it 2. Then we're gonna take that same line, which is located on the left side panel here, and it's called the horizontal line. You take that horizontal line and you're gonna put it on the most recent low. Okay, so if you look at this chart, you ask yourself, okay, where is the most recent low? Is it this candle or is it this candle here? I'd say this candle right here is the most recent low. So we're going to put support on the bottom. Then we're going to move forward, or downward, I should say, to the weekly and see what we can find right here. Okay. So basically, we had an uptrend, which really started down here, where we could put the arrow starting here. This is an uptrend. Stretch it all the way out to this resistance level. Okay. Another thing I like to do, since I'm on the weekly, I'm going to take the high and low of the weekly candle. because each one of these candles are 6 days in duration because the markets close on Sunday. Okay. Um, let's take a look. We'll put a horizontal ray on the top of this candle, another horizontal ray on the bottom of this candle. All right, so that's on the weekly. Now we're going to drop down to the 4-hour and see what's going on. Now in the 4-hour, we could see that pullback, right? Okay, we could see that pullback right here where it starts to pull back, go up a little bit and pull back. Okay, so we see that reversal of the pullback. Okay, but from my understanding, it's an uptrend. And we have to anticipate a trade. If it starts to pull back and hit this support line, we want to look for buys. Okay, don't really want to look for sells because we're in an uptrend, right? You just got to be patient enough to jump in the market when it starts to reverse and make higher highs. Because as you can see, it was making lower lows here. Okay, lower highs, lower lows, and it starts to pull back and go higher. But based on the weekly, okay, we have resistance here and we have support here. So let's drop down one more to the 2-hour and see what's going on. So it's basically pretty much consolidating now and bouncing off support. Okay, so we could put a box right here. And we wait for a breakout. Okay. If we open this up, we notice that there's a couple of dojis inside of that box. These reversal candles right here. Okay, because it was pulling back, right, going down. And it bounced off support. And then we get these dojis. One doji is a reversal candle, and the other doji is another reversal candle. So if you look at this white candle, it was pulling up, and it starts to pull back down. This doji would have been a reversal candle, telling you it's going up. But then another doji showed its face, and it was going down. But then you have a candle right here, which is a bullish engulfing candle, which is bigger than the previous candle. Okay. And then it started to go up, right? Started to go up, went above that candle, but it came right back into the box, right? And now we just wait. Now, this candle is in front of this black candle right here. I'm calling it a Harmony candle, which is a term we use. Some people call it the pregnant lady because there's a little bump in front of the black candle. So we anticipate it to go a little bit higher because this is what this means, these two candles. Okay, but we're actually waiting for a reversal. Okay. Now, since we created this box right here, which is a breakout box, what we want to look for is for it to break out the box, right, substantially, and then come back and touch the box and go higher. Okay, because it's an uptrend. Okay, that's what we need to look for. Now, it may continue its journey and come out of the box, right? It may come out of this box substantially, come back and retouch the box and go lower. Okay. But again, since we analyze from the monthly that's an uptrend, we don't want to take a trade here Okay, we want to wait for a trade like this to happen to continue the uptrend. All right. All right. So that's the analysis for this. But let's continue to go lower to the lower time frames and see what we can find. Again, consolidation. You do not want to place a trade in this box because you're going to get trapped. This is how they trap you because they're not giving you indication that's going to go up or it's going to go down. What it's doing here is accumulating orders, trying to get people trapped so that the market makers could make their commission. All right. Because if you put a stop loss here or you put a stop loss above, eventually it's going to eventually hit your stop loss. So you don't want to trade in that consolidated box right there. You want to wait, okay? Because we're going down to the 30-minute, the 15-minute. Okay, the box is still there. Okay. As you can see, it tried to come out of the box here, right? But then it tried to come back and retouch that line, but it went straight through it, this is a fake out candle. This fake out candle would have trapped people thinking, okay, it came out of the box here. Let me go and place my trade on the next candle. If you would have placed your trade on that next candle, you would have been trapped in thinking that it's going to go up. But what they did was they reversed it, and went right back into consolidation. But look what we see right here. We see a doji, which is a sign that the actual market wants to go higher, right? Some people will try to get into the market right here, but again, it's in consolidation. You don't want to get into the market until it comes out of the box. All right, consolidation. Then we go down to the 5-minute. As you can see, it started to make its reversal climb. Go to the 3-minute. As you can see, there's some momentum. But again, it's still in consolidation. And in the 1-minute, it's the same thing. So you got to be patient enough. So wait for the consolidation. Wait for the breakout of this consolidation before making the trade. All right. So let's see here. Now, you could execute your trade in the 5-minute or the 1-minute. Okay. Now, once it breaks out of the box, what will be take profit 1, take profit 2, or take profit 3? And of course, you want to place your stop loss a couple of pips below the actual breakout, below this line. So if I was to put my horizontal line, the stop loss will probably be below, inside of the box, a little, a couple of pips below once it starts to break out above, provided that it goes higher. Okay, the stop loss would be right there. Okay, and then you would aim for a 1-to-3 ratio. There's a tool that gives you that information, which is your ratio tool for a long. Once it breaks out the box, you want to set a 1-to-3 ratio. Okay. And we stretch this out to 3. And this is where you would take your profit and set you take your TP, take profit, you'll set it here. And if we look left, you'll notice that it's at the next level here. Okay. So that would be my strategy, is to wait for it to break out of the box. Okay. And retouch the box. Okay. And you read the candles. Candles will tell you everything. Okay. That's why I encourage you guys to read the Candlestick Bible book. There's an audio version of it on my website. So there'll be a link in the description area, so you can always go review that book. Listen to that book more than once. You can listen to it in your car while you're going to work. You can listen to it on your smartphone with your headphones while you're walking or exercising. Okay. I always encourage everybody to review that book more than once. Use it as a reference guide so you can definitely understand what these candles are doing. Okay. Because if you look at the 5 minute and you look at this consolidation that we're in with Bitcoin, you'll notice that there's a head and shoulders pattern right here. Okay, head and shoulders pattern is what? It's a reversal pattern. So that's why you see this black pullback right here, this black candle. Because in the head and shoulders, it always tells you that it's going to go in an opposite direction. So what we want to look for is a reversal, right? A head shoulders that is going like on the bottom of the trend. Like this could have been considered an inverted head shoulders right here, right? And it continued its climb going upward. All right, so you can mark it as such and say, okay, this was the left shoulder, this was the neck. Practice, graphing this out for yourself. It's a right shoulder, and then you got a inverted head shoulder. This is what you want to look for. Okay, since we're in an uptrend, you want to look for that probably towards the bottom of this, support, because it happened closely during this area here, which is close to support at the bottom of this consolidated box that the market's in right now. So you literally want to see the same exact thing develop towards at the end of the support area. Okay. Okay. At the end of the support area. All right. Now, if you're a scalper, you probably would want to take a quick trade and try to, get it all the way down here. But the thing with Bitcoin, you got to understand that the spread is pretty large because they know a lot of people are trading it. So the market makers or brokers are looking to make a huge spread on you taking the trade. So you're going to start off with a negative balance before you get a positive balance, before you make money with this, because it's very volatile right now. So that's my analysis on Bitcoin. I anticipate once it comes down to support, to look for head and shoulders or any type of reversal candle or doji for it to trade higher. All right, so let's see here. That's my analysis on this. So it also depends on what kind of trader you are. If you're an intraday trader, you might want to take a longer duration trade. If you're a day trader, you want to look at the daily candle. Okay, place your trades based on like a daily candle. Drop down to the 15-minute, and then take your trade in the 15-minute as far as placing the trade, and hold on to it for the duration of a day to see if it'll go in your direction. Okay, or a scalper, you just get in and out, get a 1 to 3, make your profit, and you're good to go. All right. So that was my analysis on Bitcoin. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully you understand how I trade. Hopefully you can implement some of the stuff that I've shared with you today, what to look for in a trade and so on and so forth. So as far as indicators go, excuse me, I didn't really use an indicator. I did. If you haven't read the book Naked Forex, that book teaches you how to analyze the charts without indicators. You can understand indicators are a few minutes lag. They lag in time. Because an indicator can't tell you any future predictions, but it can give you historical data. And it's always lagging in a couple by minutes. All right. So, but it is helpful to have some indicators to help you with your, you know, bias, help you with your analysis of the chart. This is called technical analysis. Now, fundamental analysis is reading the news to see what the market is saying about Bitcoin and get a heartbeat of what people are saying about the market. If it's positive, that's positive news. Look for buys. If it's negative, it's sells. So if you want to use fundamental analysis to do your analysis, go to it. But I do technical analysis, and I use these different tools to help me out. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I use support and resistance, and I use supply and demand. There's an indicator on here. That'll give you support resistance. So keep this in mind. You want to place your trades based on these dotted lines. These are called support resistance lines. You don't want to trade in between these support and resistance lines. You want to place your trades either at or during a support or resistance line. So if we look at the bottom, we can call this particular line support. So we could put a horizontal line on the bottom. This is on the 5-minute. You want to try to do it on the 30-minute or maybe an hour. It'll give you a nice support and resistance. Okay. Okay. So we can actually look at this dotted line as support, which is always at the bottom of a trend. And I like to make the support line thicker. Now my support line was the red line here. As you can see, it's really close to what I was looking at. Okay. And then we have resistance on the top. Okay, so this is where you want to place your trades. You want to place your trades between support and resistance. Okay. Now, you place a buy at support, you place a sell at resistance. Because if you were looking at this chart over here, once it bounced off resistance, you would have took a buy and rode it all the way down. Now, since it's at getting closer to support, you want to look at buys, right? But remember, we're in consolidation. We're in consolidation. Okay. So that's one indicator that I like to use. And once I set my support and resistance lines, I go ahead and take the indicator off to see how close was I in my analysis according to what the support and resistance lines tell me. And then I trade between support and resistance. Okay. All right. So that's one way to look at it. So if you're patient enough to take a trade, you want to take it on the bottom. Okay. Once it comes out of consolidation, you look for buys down here for it to ride up to the next level here. Okay. And again, if you place your trade in the 5-minute, you're looking for a 1-to-3 ratio. Okay. Now, once it, passes this area here and starts to be in the green, you move your stop loss to break even. Okay. Meaning, if your stop loss was right here, you would move your stop loss right there to break even. If it continues to climb, you do a trailing stop loss. You continue to move your stop loss. That way you can lock in your profits, lock in your profits, lock in your profits, lock in your profits, lock in your profits. You don't want to make it set it too close, because if it starts to reverse, it will then stop you out, but then you would have made some money based on you moving your stop loss into profit. Okay, that's another strategy you could use. Okay, you can move it all the way up here if you wanted to. And once it hits your 1 to 3, cash out. Okay. All right. It's another strategy you can use. So here we go. I think that is it for this week's training. Okay. A quick analysis of Bitcoin. And as you can see, it started to pull back up here. Right. Just be patient enough and wait. Okay. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. The training is officially has ended, but I'll be back on here next week, Saturday, to discuss anything you guys want me to discuss. If there's a favorite pair you want me to analyze and help you with, we could mark the chart up and you could take notes. So place that in the comments and say, hey, can we look at this particular pair? Can we look at this indice? Whatever it is, we can definitely analyze that on the chart and try to make predictions and be patient enough to execute our plan for either an uptrend or downtrend, a buy or a sell. That way you guys can be profitable in the market. With that being said, thanks for watching, thanks for attending, and you all have a wonderful week. Happy trading. Much success to you this coming Monday when the market opens. Well, Sunday actually. Sunday around 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Thanks for subscribing. Hit the bell button for reminders of future sessions because they will send you a notification to let you know that a training is available. I'm going to start doing more of these trainings, even during the week. I've actually, I'm part of the academy now, and I'm launching it out. I'm inviting people to become part of the academy, and I'll be doing some videos on the academy and showing you guys how you could use the academy to not only get education, knowledge, and understanding, but also they have tools inside the academy that you could use to help you with your strategy. And I'll be showcasing those tools out to you guys as well. All right. So thanks for watching. Thanks for attending. And you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye bye.